Well, good morning, my vermiculture friends. I wanted to show you this uh, bin that I'm just starting to clean out. This actually was taken from the bottom tray of my can of worms about 12 days ago. And I got what was in here was actually in this container. It was only about half full. And I got one that here is almost a little more than 3/4 full. And then there's a couple over here that are to the top full. So that was quite a nice haul after only 17 days. But here we are, we're about 12 days later. And I have a chance now that I want to go ahead and take these castings and use them out in my garden. Um, I, I want to fertilize the sunrise garden that you saw me, the before and after, and it's out on my street side. And I have those lovely pentas, and I would like to fertilize them. And I have some, we're expecting rain this afternoon, so I want to go ahead and get this down on around the plants so that the rain will then water it in, and that really will be uh, like a double punch. And so, anyway, what I do, the can of worms, of course, when you take it out of that bottom tray, they're really moist. I mean, the castings are very, very moist. They're not soppy wet, but they are moist, just like they are now, because when I put them in the can, then I do put the lid over on top of it. And this is like an hour and something later, and you can still see that it's wet. So I put it on there, and I just kind of put it just a little ajar, and so that it gets a little bit of air in there, but not too much, and it doesn't dry out until I'm ready to use it. But the first time I did this, uh, I had a few minute video, and I pulled out 3 worms, and I thought, okay, that was it. And I mean, I clawed all through it. I did my little massaging of it back and forth and back and forth. And I thought, okay, well, I got everybody. Well, I just came out here and I was just getting ready to add water to it. And the way I do this is I'll go ahead and take rainwater and I'll add it up to, where I can carry it. And then I take it out to where I'm going to use it. And I get this like a slurry. And then I'll use my can again here to scoop it up, and I pour it around each one of the plants. And it's a little messy, but I think it gets the job done, does it really well. And so the first time I did it, like I said, I got 3 worms, and they went back to my inside in my kitchen area, the can of worms that I do. And so this time I came out, and I thought, well, I was just getting ready to add some water to it, and I thought, oh wait, I missed a worm. And I went, oh wait, I missed another worm. Well, I ended up that I missed 4 of them. So in that little half thing, I would have washed 4 out into my garden. And this guy is an escape artist, isn't he? Come on, you're going. So anyway, these guys will go back inside, and they'll go back into my can of worms. And then once I finish with these, just for part of it, then I'll do the same process on this one. And I'll bet I get at least another 7 or 8 worms. And I keep thinking I should just start a new worm bin. I've seen so many of you starting new worm bins, and I've still had my same worms since 2009. Well, obviously they're not the same worms, or if they were, they would be the old granddads and would be walking with their canes and tripping over their long white beards, wouldn't they? So anyway, I think I need to up my game here and maybe start a new population in a little Tupperware container of some sort. So I will just leave you with that, and this is how I do it. If you do it a different way, I've seen so many of you do it where your castings are left until they're much drier and crumblier, and and if that works for you, then that's great. I like doing it this way where they're still wet and I water them down. And I've also found that now that I grind my eggshells into a powder, it works so much better than I used to put them into a little Oster chopper, and it ground them into real fine pieces, but whenever I would put it in my worm bin, and when it went from, tray 1 to the middle tray to the bottom tray, and that was the one I harvested, and I would put it out in the garden, and I would put it around. I would just, like sprinkle some around the top, and I'd try to dig it in. Well, as it dried, it would dry like it was cement, and I thought, oh, that's not going to work. So now I pulverize it into a powder, and it just works beautifully. It just, I want to say it's like it melts like butter, and but it dissolves. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say, was that rest assured these guys were going back with their brothers and sisters, or wives and husbands, however you wish to look at it. I hope you guys have a great day and a great vermiculture day. And if you don't have worms, then I hope you get to go out and play in your garden, or you get to play in your kitchen. If you like to cook, or don't cook your worms, but keep everything separate. So anyway, I will say, garden what you've got and use what you have. And I wish you all a great day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.